Hello student, welcome to third lecture of Elective Econ 354. Course title is Agribusiness Management. Okay, in previous lecture we studied the agribusiness meaning, definition and concept of agribusiness. Also we studied the agribusiness system in which we studied different components of agribusiness system such as input sector, production sector, distribution sector and processing sector. Okay, in today's lecture we see the scope and importance of agribusiness in Indian economy. Okay, so we see one by one different points for scope and importance. So first point, that is agroclimatic condition. So India is endowed with varied agroclimatic conditions and which facilitate the production of temperate, subtropical and tropical agricultural product. That means there is natural gift to India, that variety of climatic conditions, and there is scope to grow or cultivate the different agricultural crops according to different climatic condition. Okay, after that next point is biotech application. Okay, so in biotech application in agriculture involves different scientific techniques such as genetically modified organism, BT cotton, pest resistance plant, also tissue culture are included in biotechnology. It helps in modifying different plants, animals and microorganisms and also improve their agricultural productivity. Okay, so this biotechnology not only modified the plants, animals and organisms but also increase the agricultural productivity. After that, techniques like vaccine, tissue culture, genetic engineering have vast scope in agriculture. Also there is vast scope in production of seed, biocontrol agent, also industrial harnessing microbes for bakery product, etc. So in agribusiness there is vast scope for biotech application. Okay, after biotech application next point is export. So this export, it is one of the important source of economic growth. India has vast potential to improve its present position in the world trade of agricultural commodities, both in raw and processed form. The product like cereal, pulses, oilseeds, oil, oil meal, spices and condiments, fruits and vegetables, flowers, medicinal plants, essential oils, agricultural advisory service, also the agricultural tools and implements, meat, milk and milk product, fish and fish product, ornamental fish, forest product and also forest byproduct, etc. Okay, so now government has taken several steps to boost the agricultural export under foreign trade policy 2015 to 20. So now recently the share of agriculture in total export of India in 2018-19 it was 11.76% and during 2016-17 it was 12.07. Okay, so this is all about export. Okay, after export next point is processing. So at present processing is done at primary level only, and due to rise in standard of living expand the opportunities for secondary and tertiary processing of agricultural commodities. Many industries like cotton industry, sugar industry, jute industry, dal mill, rice mill, fruit and vegetable processing and milk processing, etc. depends on agriculture for their raw material requirement, and these raw material is available easily and abundantly. So it will enhance the growth of agricultural sector. So there is vast scope for agribusiness in processing sector. Okay. Next point is aquaculture. So there is vast coastal line and internal water courses which provide enormous opportunity for production of marine and inland fish and also ornamental fish. This ornamental fish gaining popularity with increase in aesthetic value among the citizens. Okay. Also, India is second largest producer of fish after China. So, India ranks second in production of fish. In India, increase the fish production from last 6.5 decades, that is during 1950 to 51, the production of fish is near about 0.75 million metric tons, and during 2017 and 80, it reaches up to 12.6 million metric tons according to National Fish Development Board Annual Report 2017 and 18. Okay, so there is vast scope in aquaculture also. Next one is dairy. So there is vast scope in dairy sector also. So India ranks first in cattle population. Also it ranks first in milk production. So livestock wealth gives enormous scope for the production of meat, milk and milk product and also poultry product. Okay, so India's milk production was 187.7 million tons during 2018 and 19. Okay, so this is the current milk production of India according to animal husbandry statistic. Okay, after that, next point, that is forestry. So forest resources can be utilized for production of byproducts of forestry such as timber, paper, wood, pulp, berries, honeys and some medicinal plant, etc. So there is wide scope in forestry also. Next one is beekeeping and sericulture. So agribusiness has wide scope in beekeeping and sericulture. So it can be taken up on large scale in India. According to National Bee Board, the production of honey in India was 1.05 lakh metric tons during 2017 and 18, and sericulture production was near about 35,468 metric ton during 2018 and 19 according to Press Information Bureau of Ministry of Textile. Okay, so there is vast scope in beekeeping and also in sericulture. Next one is mushroom production. So there is vast scope for mushroom production as mushroom is used for domestic consumption. Also there is wide scope for mushroom export, and this export can enhance the improvement in state of art of their production. So total mushroom production in India is approximately 0.13 million tons in 2017. Next point is organic farming. So organic farming has highest potential in India as the pesticide and inorganic fertilizer application rate are higher in India as compared to that of industrial nation of the world. So farmer can be encouraged and educated to switch over the organic farming. Also there is wide scope for production and promotion of biopesticide, biocontrol agents in production of crops. So there is also wide scope in organic farming. Okay, after that, next one is seed production. So there is wide scope in seed production because quality of seed, it is one of the most important factor in productivity, and also the seed varieties which are adapted in different agroclimatic conditions. The quality of seed alone is known account for at least 10 to 50% increase in productivity. That means near about 10 to 15% production is increased due to the quality seed according to ICAR 1990 report. However, the lack of quality seed continues to be one of the greatest obstacles in bringing the vast yield gap. So, therefore, the approach potentially realizable yield of a cultivar, production, distribution of quality seed is essential. So, the seeds, hybrid, genetically modified crops have highest potential in India in future. So, there is wide scope for agribusiness in seed production sector. Okay, next point is irrigation. As we know, the water is becoming scarce worldwide due to various reasons. With fast decline in irrigation water potential and continued expansion of population and economic activities which are run in arid and semi-arid regions, there is problem of water scarcity. So now the world faces with water scarcity problem. So the micro irrigation system and labor saving farm equipments have good potential in recent years due to the decline in groundwater and labor scarcity. So there is wide scope in irrigation sector in case of agribusiness. Okay, next point is protected cultivation. So under protected cultivation, fruits and vegetable production is done under protected environment. For that purpose, different structure such as greenhouse, polyhouse, etc. are used. In this structure, the temperature, humidity, moisture level is maintained according to requirement of crop. And advantage of this protected cultivation is the farmer can take the advantage of export market. Also, the farmer is able to grow different off-season vegetables and flower, and also take the advantage of price in that particular market. Okay, also farmer can take the advantage for growing different exotic vegetable under such protected cultivation. So it can give the more income to the farmer. So there is vast scope for agribusiness in protective cultivation. Next one is agricultural extension. It plays crucial role in boosting agricultural productivity, increasing food security, improving rural livelihood, and promoting agriculture. So this agriculture extension plays an important role in transfer of technology. That means what are the innovations which are done in agricultural university or different research station that can be transferred through this agricultural extension system to the ultimate farmers. So farmer can take the advantages of that particular improved technology and increase his productivity. Extension provide critical support service for the rural producers, also meeting the new challenges in agriculture. Also, this agricultural extension provide consulting services to the farmer and gives different types of training to the farmer. And that training and consultancy service help the farmer to boost their agricultural productivity. So this is all about agricultural extension. Okay. After extension, next point is employment. So agriculture, it is one of the major source of generating employment in India. So as near about 75% of population is engaged in agriculture. So it enhances the agricultural production and provide open opportunity for the employment in the marketing, transportation, cold storage, warehousing facilities, credit, insurance and logistics support, etc. In 2019, agriculture and allied sector provide near about 42.38% of employment. Next one, that is marketing. So marketing means it is the transfer of goods and services from production unit to ultimate consumer is called as marketing. So government of India made the efforts and developed different infrastructure to encourage the distribution activities, and these distribution activities are not only boosting the farmers income but also help to get rid of middlemen who take the biggest share of consumer rupee. So this marketing activity not only increase the farmers income but also help the other middlemen or marketing intermediaries which are involved in marketing system. So in this marketing there are so many opportunities for agribusiness. Okay, and finally we can say that India has realized the importance of agribusiness, and the government of India has set up an agribusiness consortium for more productive job and higher income in rural areas. This agribusiness consortium was registered under Society Registration Act 1860 on 18th January 1949. So this consortium helped in providing more productive job and also increase the income of rural people. Okay, so this is all about the importance of agribusiness in Indian economy. Okay, so question may be asked on this topic, that is define agribusiness and explain the scope and importance of agribusiness in Indian economy. Okay, thank you all.